hate this lighting.
It's my fault, you guys. Just broke our other lighting right before this.
Hi, you guys.
Hi, you guys.
It's me.
And it's me.
And we are
the girls you're glad you're not.
What are we doing today, Jessa?
We're gonna play another game.
How did we come up with this?
We were just looking through like Netflix trying to find a movie.
Oh yeah! It was lagging. It would like take a minute to load the synopsis. It would say like the one from the previous title. And so it would look like a really weird movie.
Yeah.
And then we just started thinking it would be really funny like to play a game where you Google really weird movie titles and you have to have the other person like give you a synopsis of what it would be. So that's what we're gonna do.
Your movie is Sorority Babes in the Slimeball Bolorama. Is from 1988.
I loved this movie. Is about, very clearly, sorority girls who are trying to throw the best party on sorority row. They decided to throw a Jell-O party. It was like this big Jell-O pit, basically, and it was at a bowling alley. What happened was the Jell-O came alive, and they called it a slime ball. And it ended up eating all of them, and they all died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I am going to give you the title of EGAT!
Is that it?
Okay. It's from 1962.
This movie, well, you showed me the picture, so it was caveman time.
Yes.
So, this movie was about the first cavemen that discovered that there were more than one caveman. So clearly they don't know how to communicate because they've never met each other. And it's basically like a journey from one cave to the other cave. Sure. And so the main caveman had to travel to find food because he had run out of his, storage of food. And he came across another cave and saw that there was food in there, and he was like, okay, yeah, I'll eat it. Well, the other caveman that lived there came back, and the only way you knew that they were there is you hear, EGA! And basically, it's like a fight to the food. They're not gonna kill each other because as they fight...
Other civilization, why would ya?
Yeah, as they're fighting, they realize, this is crazy! There's more than one of us. We never knew. Let's see if we can make something of this. So they settle and they share the food and they figure out a life together.
Wow.
It's really a beautiful
That is a
movie.
touching story.
Yeah. The House with Laughing Windows from 1976.
Here's the thing about The House with Laughing Windows, and I'll tell you. The windows, I know it sounds like it, they don't actually laugh.
Oh, okay.
Because the house is actually haunted by ghosts, and there's each ghost. I didn't say that.
I know,
but I wanted to. There's a ghost in each window. They're not always there, but like when they want to be. Well, they always live there, but like they're not always in the window. Sometimes for kicks, they stand in the windows, all of them. There's a lot, like however many windows, there's that many ghosts. They stand there in the windows, and when people walk by, you know how when you're nervous you pretend people are in their underwear in order to give a speech? That's what they do. So they stand there and they picture whoever's walking by to be in their underwear, and then they're just laughing because it's so funny. And so it's The House with the Laughing Windows. It's, it's a great movie.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Where does it go from there?
That's it. I'm going to give you the movie.
Ooh, you're full of words today for me.
1973.
Is actually really good.
Oh.
I wouldn't watch it if you have like a fear of snakes. Because it's like pretty chock full of snakes. It follows this family who moved into a new house, and they find out that they're having a lot of issues with like plumbing and hearing things.
Gross. I already see where this is going.
Yeah. So naturally, that they think that the house is haunted. They go and hire. They don't hire. They just bring in priests.
Sure, that sounds good. Yeah.
To bless the house and tell the spirits to go. Well, obviously that's not gonna work because it's not actually ghosts there. So the priest goes home, and as the days go on, they find that they're still hearing these sounds, and they find that certain drains are always clogged. And one night, I'm not gonna give away what happens.
Go for it.
Okay, spoiler alert. One night, the kids were already in bed, and the parents were, having like a little date night. Like, the other kids are asleep, let's watch a movie.
Why not? Make some popcorn.
Yeah, exactly. But one of the kids wakes up in the middle of the night like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. They open the toilet. What do you know? There's snakes in there. So they scream.
What did the snake say?
The snakes, well, those ones were pretty quiet because they were underwater in the toilet.
Certainly.
But as the kid was like freaking out, it hit the shower curtain away, and there was a bunch of snakes all up in there, and they were all and suddenly...
Don't you love it when the title connects to something in the movie?
I love it. So satisfying.
Like when the character says it.
Yeah. When the kid like screams and it alerts all the snakes, and suddenly the snakes are all coming out of all the pipes and drains, and the family is killed. They're killed. Strangled, bitten, what have you. But it's good. It's like really interesting.
Oh.
Kind of like one of those movies that's like, oh, that could happen to me. And it kind of is insightful.
Wow.
This is from 1993.
Okay, yeah, one
Yeah.
year after I was born. I'm
Same year as me.
I remember
so
it.
you're gonna know this.
I remember it.
Yeah. It's the positively true adventures of the alleged Texas cheerleader murdering mom.
Wow, wait. And I remember this movie
Yeah.
very vividly. But one more time?
Yeah, absolutely. The positively true adventures.
Okay, so it's a true story.
Yeah. Of the alleged Texas cheerleader murdering mom. But it's an adventure, so take us along.
The adventure of the positively true Texas cheerleader murdering mom. Alleged. Oh, so she may be...
That's up to you. I don't know. I didn't see it.
And I did. So, and that's why you have me. Obviously, the story is set in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1993, it's Texas. Good times, parties, tailgates, everything with the cheerleaders, the football team, all the things at the high school. There is one mom whose daughter, Rebecca, didn't make the cheerleading team because of some other hoes on the team that were like, no. So her mom was pretty mad, and instead of, just moving on and saying, try again next year, sweetie, she's like, no. We're going to allegedly kill all these girls. But here's the twist. The mom never did kill all of them. But everyone thought that she did because she was crazy. And it was actually, she just kept paying hitmen. So that's where the allegedly comes in. But it's all true, and all those cheerleaders are dead, and now Becca's the only cheerleader in the entire school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it makes competitions really difficult, but she survives,
You go from
And that's-
not a cheerleader to like the cheerleading
whole-
captain.
Cheerleading captain of yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
And her mom's never been more proud.
Good for her.
Yeah. I am going to give you 1954.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine going to the movie theater and being like, yes, one ticket for
Now, this story was a comedy.
Ah.
Yeah. It was one of like the real popular comedies of 1950 time. And that's why I thought I should watch it, because I'm a comedy connoisseur.
She sure
So this movie was about a local high school. So you know how in school there's always that one kid that's like known for something gross?
Yes.
Well, that's where Tyler comes in.
Oh,
He was
Tyler.
known. His nickname was Silent but Deadly.
Oh no.
If you catch my drift.
Yes.
Everyone
Oh, I
caught
see where
Tyler's
you're
drift
going
with this. It's one of those movies that's kind of like, it's the high school kid who all these goofy things happen to him and kind of just him surviving. And the movie is all about how he like gets himself over the humiliation of being the kid in school known for farting all the time. And it started on his first day of 9th grade when he was sitting in the front row of biology class.
Sure thing.
And he was so nervous because, you know, the teacher's like, gonna call you, you have to
First
say
day.
here.
Yes.
And
Never did
when
that.
she called his name, it got quiet because, you know, you're waiting to see who it is, and all you could hear was,
Oh.
and he went bright red, and everyone knew, and the rest is history.
That seems like a really weird movie to have it.
Does it?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not really sure about a lot of it. But it's
What? What?
No, like I'd watch it, I think.
It's about you're following a kid, and he's making a name of himself instead of being the laughing stock of school.
Oh, okay. So he's trying to redeem himself.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, great. Sounds
Yeah.
really uplifting.
It was. I recommend it. Your movie's from 1999, and it is called Dick.
It is about a talking penis. It wasn't a porn.
Okay.
Basically, there's this guy. He's kind of shy with the ladies and everything. And this wizard came about one day, just out of a sewer actually. He was walking in New York City and he was like really down, like, oh, I just had the worst day of my life. And all of a sudden this wizard pops out of a sewer and he was like, hey, I'm gonna give you something that'll give you a little confidence. And he enchanted his penis and made it talk so that, you know, he could get confidence. Basically, he just gave him pep talks.
Wonder where,
Really helped him.
how would it go if he got somewhere with?
Well, it's all about finding the one. And he just happened to find somebody who was into it.
Okay.
'Cause she
Wow.
also had a talking vagina. So
It was destiny.
It all makes out, and that is how he found love that way.
Wow.
I know.
That is a great twisting sort of take on the normal like love.
It's a rom-com.
Yeah.
It's a rom-com, but it's a little dramatic. Yeah, give it a watch. No nudity. Just
It's like you just know.
yeah, it had some animation.
Okay.
And some
Like Lizzie McGuire.
not really like Lizzie McGuire. I know that you saw this movie, and it is called Rabid Grannies from 1988. Another 88er.
Yeah, I do remember that movie. The story, as it goes, it was two grannies. They were neighbors. They had both lost their lover. So they found like a good friendship in that. One night, Granny Isabel went outside to take out her garbage.
Oh no.
Yeah. As she was throwing her garbage away, the garbage from her neighbor, Granny Dolores, it fell over, like on its own.
Oh.
She was like, no one's out here but me. But Granny Isabel, she was ballsy. And she went over and she looked, she's like, I gotta know. And she looked in and found that there was this raccoon in there, but it wasn't just your ordinary raccoon.
Oh.
It was almost like a mutant sort of raccoon. It just looked like a real,
Like he'd just been there a while.
yeah, he's been there a hot minute. So she's like, well, what am I supposed to do? I'll just call up or get Granny Dolores out here and let her know that she's got raccoons, you know. She didn't think a whole lot about the crazed look. She was just like, it's a raccoon in the garbage. Typical.
It's crazy.
So she gets Granny Dolores out, and yes, they do refer to each other as Granny.
Oh, do they?
And then the name back and forth. So Granny Dolores comes running out like, what the hell? She's like, look in your garbage. This is gonna be an issue. You're gonna attract more raccoons, and it's gonna become a huge neighborhood thing, and we can't have that happen, so we need to deal with it now. The grannies didn't believe in animal cruelty of any sort, and they felt that calling like pest control and stuff like that fell under that sort of thing. So they were gonna figure it out on their own. They got the raccoon to come out by luring it out with scraps of food that was in Granny Isabel's garbage, and the raccoon fell for it, came out, but as it was going to get the food, it went crazy and it attacked both of them. It was like an instant reaction. They both start going crazy rabid. They're like foaming and their teeth are like growing longer. The rest of the main part of the movie is them wreaking havoc across the town. Pest control, oddly enough, came and captured them. It was weird, but it made sense in the movie when you're watching it.
Okay, yeah. One of those, you have to see it.
Yeah, and then it just kind of flows. In the end, Granny Dolores, she ends up killing Granny Isabel because they were kept together. Then after that, she realized what she'd done, and she was able to like get her humanity back. She lived the rest of her life in an institution, but she was able to be normal essentially after that. Well, a lot of great movies were discussed today.
Every movie we talked about is really kind of inspiring. Well, you guys, that's pretty much all we have for our video. Don't forget to comment down below, like it if you did or didn't.
Subscribe to us if you want to see more.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye!